Hey, good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary. It's Monday morning, March the 31st. Thanks for joining us here as we take a look at our trading day ahead. Hey, do want to mention TV segment wise this week, I will be doing RFD TV Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8:15 Central Time, talking about these markets. And we'll have some other media appearances throughout the week. Of course, we'll be doing Your Egg Network exclusively on midday and closing basis. So hopefully you have that network in your area, as they are in over 60 or 70 different radio stations throughout the Midwest. Let's look at some overnight markets. We'll talk about some of the news here this morning. U.S. dollar index just slightly firmer, with nat gas stronger this morning. Crude oil a little bit higher, but off of session highs. We rallied back up into that resistance around $70 a barrel in the May contract and have backed off of it. S&P futures are lower. They were down quite a bit on Friday, following through here. I think part of the reason is it is the end of the month today and the end of the quarter, so that's some positioning. Plus, Trump tariffs go into effect on April the 2nd, and that is also a concern that the market has, how those tariffs will affect the stock market and the economy overall. We did make some new lows, taking out the previous lows here earlier this morning. Gold and silver a little higher. Corn ended a penny lower. May and the D's contracts were a little bit firmer in soybeans, 3 to 4 cents better in beans. The wheat futures are down slightly, half in Chicago, Kansas City, down 1.5 to 2 cents in our night session. All right, let's get into it this morning and start talking about here what we can expect from our trading session. As always, I want to invite you to go to our website. We can sign up for our daily newsletters, our Twitter feed, our text message service, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So a lot of ways we can communicate with you and give you the biggest, best information that we can provide. So weather-wise, winter corn areas of Brazil, they're going to see a little bit below normal rainfall here over the next 6 to 10 days. That's going to be a concern, as a lot of that crop has been seeded. We'll look at how much has been seeded in just a second in another slide. But know that that is a concern. It's starting to become a concern for the trade. Whatever we say today as far as acreage numbers, and we expect they're going to be very large for corn, we may start to see some buying off of that, as traders know it's not what you plant, it's what you grow that really counts. And that is true for U.S. It's also true for South America, especially as they have that crop just virtually almost seeded in Brazil. Better rains forecast for Iowa, Minnesota this week. Forecast may not be quite as heavy as what it was on Friday with the rains, but for the plains areas, winter wheat plains, look to have some really good rains through a lot of parts of Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas this weekend, and even in that southern Delta region, southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, really heavy rains. We're talking maybe 3 to 5, 6, 7 inches in some locations. So we expect to see a lot of that soft red wheat get a nice drink. Still need more rain in Kansas, however. Brazil soybean harvest is 83% done. That's 10% ahead of last year and 6% ahead of the average. Brazil's second corn planting, 98% done, virtually complete, and that's right in line with the average. And the first corn harvest, 57% finished. 61 was last year's pace, 60% on average. We're right in line with where they should be as far as their soybean harvest and their corn harvest goes. Quarterly stocks planning intentions report, that'll be out today. That's at 11 o'clock in the newsletter. We have all the estimates listed there. Trades looking for corn acres, 94.4 million versus 90.6. So we're rotating crops every 2 years. We have a big corn acreage number in the odd numbers years, even numbers we dip a little bit. This year I think we could be closer to 95 million and maybe more than that. We've only planted 95 million twice in history. This may be the third time that we do that. Soybeans at 83.8, down from 87.1 last year. And wheat, I think that might be optimistic, 46.5 million versus 46.1 last year. I'm not sure that we increase a lot of wheat acres, but I guess it's always possible that we did. But I think spring wheat acres will be down this year. Census crush report comes out tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Estimates have crush at 188.6, down from last year. Oil stocks 2.268 billion pounds. A little bit larger than a year ago, and corn used for ethanol usage slipping from last year at 417 million bushels. Last week, cash cattle trade not near as strong as what I think the futures rallied midweek anticipating. 213 to 214 live in the north, 335 dress, so steady week. I mean, we were calling cash steady to higher. The futures really reacted like we were going to have sharply higher cash trade again, and that didn't happen. Moderate to trade in the south, 209 to 210, steady to $1 lower. What I thought was impressive is we killed 52,000 more cattle last week than we did the previous week, but yet the cutouts continue to move higher. We were up 766 choice, select is 1008 higher. And that, to me, was a very impressive number. Shows us demand is still there for these cattle, even at these higher price levels. And I know that's the Achilles heel. Everybody is talking about what happens to consumer demand, but with grilling season around the corner, it looks like the consumer is not backing away. Have a great day and good luck, good trading. Tune in for the RFD, and if you can, if not, we'll be sending out links later on this afternoon. Have a good day, good luck, and as always, good trading.